Hello, everybody. Welcome back to what should be the final episode of the Talos Principle, minus the DLC, obviously. Here's the solution I used to open up World C's door. I know you could kind of see it at the end of the last part, but I'm going to give you at least a better look before we went in. So these may be the last three puzzles. This should be... Oh, that says 8. This should be our last computer. So once we check these 4 things, we should get an achievement. Alright, the human eye. What is a man's eye but a machine for the little creature that sits behind in his brain to look through? What? Alright. Is it man's eyes or is it the big steam engine which has revealed to us the existence of worlds beyond worlds into infinity? What has made man familiar with the scenery of the moon, the spots on the sun, or the geography of the planets? He is at the mercy of the steam engine for these things and is powerless unless he tacks it onto his own identity and make it part and parcel of himself. Well, yeah, obviously anything born with eyes, like that society will be based around that. I mean, if you have like a society or like a creature, an alien, whatever, that's never had sight, like let's say it's a race of, I don't know, blind things that use echolocation or something, right? Then I mean they could theoretically accomplish just as much as we do, but they obviously wouldn't have like colors and that. I wonder how much that would change. Like if society was exactly the way it was, right? Because I mean buildings I imagine would still be more or less the same because you would still have, you might not have, you'd still have windows, they may not be made out of glass. In fact, they probably wouldn't be because you wouldn't need to look through it, right? Like I imagine most substances like wood and rock and that would be much more interchangeable because like you wouldn't care what it looked like because what it looked like would just be the shape of the thing, right? Bet you our buildings would be like weird as fuck, right? Because like you wouldn't care about how the building looked normally, like it, like I don't know. I feel like buildings like houses and that would look way different and look really like fucked up to us, but I don't know. Alright, one of the most fascinating aspects of St. Edwald's recently uncovered writings is his preoccupation with finding divine truth in mathematical concepts, which at times borders on pantheism. He was, it would seem, particularly concerned with what we now call tetraminos, seeing in them a reflection of the tetragrammaton? I don't know. And the Greek word for God, theos. Their ability to form other shapes out of themselves symbolized to him the Creator's ability to reshape the world without breaking the laws he himself had established. Edwald referred to tetraminos as sigils, implying that they were a more truthful version of the magical symbols worshipped by heathens, rooted in both the Abrahamic tradition and careful observation of creation. It's unlikely that these texts were distributed, as they would almost certainly have resulted in charges of heresy. I mean, couldn't you say that for anything then? I mean, like, why tetraminos? I guess. I mean, I understand. Like, I get it, and then this is their excuse for using them and calling them sigils. But, like, I get it. But I don't know. I just feel like that's a stretch. As is most of this game. I guess the pictures don't count, because there's thorough researcher. 1.5% of people. I viewed with a mixture of pity and horror these beings training to be sold to slaughter or be slaughtered, and fell into reflections of an old opinion of mine that it is the preservation of the species, not of individuals, which appears to be the design of the deity throughout the whole of nature. Blossoms come forth only to be blighted, fish lay their spawn where it will be devoured, and what a large portion of the human race are born merely to be swept prematurely away. Okay. Does not this waste of budding life emphatically assert that it is not men, but man, whose preservation is so necessary to the completion of the grand plan of the universe? Children peep into existence, suffer, and die. Men play like moths about a candle and sink into the flame. War and the thousand ills which flesh is heir to mow them down in shoals, whilst the more cruel prejudices of society palsy existence, introducing not less sure through slower decay. Okay, wow, that last part there, I feel like it was a jumble of words. I mean, I could see that. I mean, that's technically the theory of evolution, right? Like what they're just describing. is a theory of evolution through the lens of religion. I mean, a man isn't important, but man as a whole is important. So the fact that a bunch of us die while others live is the way that the creator in this thing goes, but at the same time, that's literally Darwin's theory of evolution, right? Where the strong, well, to be fair, I think that's more strong devour the weak, whereas it's just, the strong theoretically outlive the weak in whatever, right? But I mean, yeah, this is just the theory of evolution put in the through the lens of religion instead. I mean, instead of just evolution and nature taking its course and everything, it's like, it's a grand design. It's like, right? Does that change anything? No. Alright, what is this? 3 stars. Alright, great. I've never seen that sign, so... I mean... Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, I'm gonna need to go back to those doors, aren't I? This is gonna be the fucking code that I need, isn't it? Oh, you know what? Give me this computer back. Yeah. Hurry up. Oh, see, that one said 6, and I was like, oh yeah, because it's 4-6. We're gonna get into 4-6. Bet you this is the code to unlock 4-6. Like, I'm gonna need the code off these signs. So, like, this one has 8 at the end. The other ones were 4-digit codes, though, were they not? Well, I guess this one could just be a 3-digit code. I guess there's no real reason it couldn't be. Also, this is the castle work, but it seems really, like, gray, almost like it has, like, a shader over it of some kind, I don't know. If that makes sense, maybe that's just me, but... Nexus. Blocks and connectors. Alright. That's fine. I don't mind blocks and connectors. Okay. Well, that's a first. It's like, here, solve this small set of puzzles. Alright, good. Now, fuck off and go solve another set. That will have nothing to do with the one you just did, I'm assuming. Put that there, although... Got this, sure does. Okay. I mean, I could grab blue from here. And I'm assuming that I need to. And then... that there. Oh, and we got a jammer. Alright. Got another connector there. Well, let's just grab this and... actually... that. Grab this. Weird, but whatever. I don't think there's a way to connect this with 1. Should be able to do it with 2 easily enough. Let's put it all the way over here. I don't know why, but why not? Although I can't... What's that connector for then? I need to get... Okay, well clearly I need to get the red connector in here. So I'll just place this... Actually, you know what? I'll place it guess I don't even see where the red's coming from, but I'll place it right there. That seems like a good spot as any. Okay. So I'll connect you there. And I'm assuming that that connector that I left behind is going to need to be... Well, these are such small windows that they must mean for it to come right through. Does this bring me back over to that side? Nope. So what the hell was that other connector for? Is it just not necessary then? That's weird. They don't give you extra pieces in these. I mean, even I think there might have been 1 or 2 times where I didn't have like an extra piece, but I still like knew that I did something wrong with it, you know? Yeah, because it's not like I can take... Yeah, because it's all ladders to get there. So unless I can... No, because there's a ladder to get there too, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like I can get any... Like, the fact that it's all ladders to get to the different areas means I can't get any of these things out despite there being a fan. Because, like, I can't pick this up through the window. And I have no other way into this area. Even if I did, I mean, I still can't climb ladders with it, so I mean... What's the point of this fan? Hello? I still don't know what the point of view is. But I'm much more interested. Oh my lord. Alright. I feel like I should be able to get both the box and a connector through here. Although, even then, not really, right? Because, I mean, even if I got the box and the connector on here without a way to shut off the fan, I wouldn't be able to sit the box. Like, as soon as I sat the box on it, it would just immediately go up, and I wouldn't have time to place a connector on it, let alone connect anything with it. I mean, that definitely feels like I should be taking a connector or something through there. And I mean, I guess I can technically get a connector through there, but I mean... Without the box, it seems fairly pointless. Because, like, I can get the connector, and then I can hop up here, and while I'm up here, I can connect... Oh, look, there's a blue one. And there's something over there that I can even connect to, but I mean... Without a box underneath it, it just gets blown off to the side, right? Oh wow, it may have actually got blown through the hole. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's gotta be a part of that puzzle. Like, there's no way to get the box over there, though, is there? Like, even if I open this back up. No, because there's the ladder. And... Yeah, no, there's no way. I don't know... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's so weird. Like, it's possible that it's nothing, but seems incredibly unlikely. Like, there's no way that that's nothing. But it also doesn't seem possible to do anything with it, just based on the mechanics of how the game works, so... Who knows? Like, I don't... Oh, goody. Alright. I got that, I got blue things, I got a connector, I do not have a, There's a blue beam over there. Oh, and there's a blue beam here. Okay, well, obviously I could get this door open with 2 connectors, but that's obviously not going to happen. would work. It might work. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna actually stand right on top of this thing. Because why not? I don't, there's no like platform to jump up onto it, right? So if I did this, connect it to that, that, and that, can I place it? I was hoping I could like place it on him, but that does not seem to be the case. So if I place this here, shut off this noise. Oh, well, actually, I guess I would just have to leave there. Because now if I take that and I place it... Yeah, this should work, right? I place it here, I connect it to there. If I connect it to the output and both of these inputs, then even once the recording goes away, it should keep everything open, right? So I can connect to that, that, get connected to that, that, and then... Really, dickhead? Did I really stand? Oh my god, did I... I was about to be so annoyed at myself for standing there. Alright. So with that, we got another thing, another blue thing there. Got this fucking winding path here, and that's our last thing. Alright. Got a ladder. I was about to say ladder, but a ladder that lets us climb up here, which would let us get on there. But then where would I need to carry myself to? I can't get... I might be able to jump over there. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, obviously I could carry myself all this way. But that doesn't really help. And I'm assuming that this is high enough that I can't get over it. Have to be able to get over that, right? So I'll need that beam to come through. Because I think I'll have to do something similar where I take the beam and I connect it to there and there as well. But first I obviously need that door open, so... Alright, well let's grab this and this. And then go stand here while I wait for myself to get on it. And then I'll just see if I can jump over that other blue fence or... Peppermint tea. It's very nice. Alright. I mean, it's a long run, which is why I'm still waiting here, because I gotta go all the way around. Now, I know for a fact that once I do that, you know, I'm gonna be standing on top of this thing thinking, man, why the fuck didn't I move sooner? Okay, so I'll stand at the gate, see if I can jump over. Obviously can't get through that. Nowhere else to take me, right? No, I mean, I'm not even sure I'll fit through the gate, so... Alright, let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I give myself way too much time. Here's the thing, though, right? Whenever I give my... See, now I gave myself so much time that I should still be able to make it. Whenever I... I give myself as much time as I think I need, it's always way too much time. If I give my... Or it's always not enough time. But whenever I'm like, alright, I gotta give myself extra time, it's always way too much time. Like, I don't think there's been one of these yet. Okay, get out of the fucking beam and just go. Nope, sure can't. Oh, fuck. Okay. I just need to grab this, right? Because then that'll clone it and then it'll still be open and everything. Fuck. Sure way to keep it open. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. I just need to do basically the same thing I just did. Although for that, I might want to move this back more so that I have a cleaner shot at it. Just to keep it all open, give myself a set a cleaner shot at it. Fuck. What the fuck just happened there? Damn it. See, I like... I don't know. I feel like this recorder could have been done better. How I would have done it better, I don't know, but I definitely feel like that there was a better way to do it. Because like so much of this is just spent with just me waiting to do nothing. I mean, like, I don't know if it would have been better like to have like an option where it's like, hey, replay the last 5 minutes or something, instead of me just standing here around waiting and doing absolutely jack all. That. There we go, that should be a good spot. And now I just stand here and wait yet again! I feel like somebody didn't playtest these puzzles very well. Or more specifically, they playtested them to see if they worked, but not if they were fun. Either that or else they have a different way of doing shit. Which is entirely possible. Like, it is 100% possible that they just have a different way of doing it. So that, connect to that. Connect to that. Connect to that. And connect to the other connector. And then I'll place it nicely right here in the center. Boosh. And then that'll connect everything and keep it open. Right. Alright. So now with that, we have a box. Great. What does the box do? I mean, I can probably put the box... I think I know what I have to do. Oh, no, actually that wouldn't work anyway, because I still can't climb a ladder with the box, right? And I don't think that with the box. Okay, well, let's see. First task here, do this. Just gonna stand here, hold this for a few seconds, and then see if I can place a box on it from the ground. Don't know if I'd be able to, but... that up. No, I cannot. But if I, obviously, if I got on the box, then I should be able to place that on the box, right? So here's my thought. That there's, well, I just realized almost no way of it working. Oh, well, actually, that might work though. Would it? No. Why would that? Yeah. So my thought, right, is I need to stand here and hold this as a float, right? Wait for... yeah, stand here and hold it as a clone. And wait. And then go all the way over to here. Because while I'm standing there with that, I will run over here in the real world and grab this and hop on the box and put it on the platform, right? And then when I run it over here, I will be able to pick it off the platform and sit it up top. But what good does that do me? Then I would just have it... because my other thought was to put it... was to connect it, right? To like that and this. And then have my clone stand here with it above it and have the laser come over. But I don't think that that's enough height. Right? Like, that's not gonna clear the fence. Even if it was high enough, I don't think it would clear the fence. Because, I mean, clearly we need to use this. And this. And so far, we've used neither. And in all honesty, I still don't see a way to use them. The fact there's a laser in here intrigues me. But at the same time, even though there is a laser in there, I would need everything. What happens if you do that though? Like if I pick this up. Like if I were to pick this up right here, I'd be trapped in here because this door would be closed. This door would be closed. Oh no, I guess I could go around and still leave that way. Because like the fact that there's a connector here leads me to believe that I need it. Because my thought, right, is if I bring the box, right, and I place it like right here in front of it, right? And then if I connected the laser to this, and obviously to the door, and then put it on the box, that would give it that little bit of a height boost. But if I did that, I still wouldn't, like, then I wouldn't be able to come in, like, go and do the recorder anymore. Because even, like, yes, I could go around and do the recorder, but then I'd just be stuck in here with no way to get back into this area where I would need to be. And I could put the box out here, but I feel like if I put it out here, that's going to create too much, like, not enough of an angle. Like, it's not going to give it enough of an angle. So, like, my only other thought would be to take an insanely... No, even then, I don't really have a... Man, I feel like I need another connector, but at the same time, I feel like it's completely doable with what I have. And just trying to figure out how is the issue. Because, I mean, I technically may have only needed in there. You know what? If I... Now that I have the box, if I bring that connector back in here and redo this, right? Get this gate open again. And then do my thing there so that I get the connector up top. I could then connect it to both... Hang on. Let me go around top here. Yeah, see, I can't see the... I can't see the laser from there. Because it's just over there, which is unfortunate. Because I was gonna say, if I could get the connector up there like I was planning on doing before, in a way that kept... where I could connect it to both that door, and the connector while it was up here, then obviously I'd be able to connect it to that as well. Wait. Okay. I think I have it. I either have it, or I'm about to royally fuck myself over. Also, where's my box? Did I leave my box all the way? I did leave my box all the way over there. That's a shame. Whatever, I'll just give myself a little bit extra time so I can pull the box out as well. Alright, so all I need to do is grab the box from here. Did I really just do that to myself? See, it's shit like this that bothers me. Like, because I have no way to fix this now. I just have to reset the puzzle. Like, I hate that I can block the lasers. It is such an annoying thing that I feel has yet to come in handy. If I'm being honest, I don't think that at any point me being able to block lasers has been useful to me. But I also think I solved the puzzle now, so I guess we'll find out. Just leave that. That's probably enough. Connect it to that. That. Come back here so that I got space. Oh, fuck me, and I forgot to connect it to the last one. The most important connection, and I fucked it up. God, I hate these puzzles. This game is 100% better without this recorder machine. It adds complexity without substance, if I'm being completely honest. It's one of those ideas that sounds neat on paper, but then once you actually implement it, it's like, wow, what is this shit? Go, all the connections are established, I can shut you off, and the noise it makes too, like that's... Like, I may not even need to... If I give myself enough time here, like, if all I need is just to get the box out of there... Although, if all I need is to get the box out of there, then what the fuck is that connector in here for? Doesn't seem to make sense. How much you want to bet I somehow managed to screw myself over by where I was standing? I'm gonna do this just because. Box out. here. Grab this. Get in here. Alright. So now, assuming my plan will work, which I am 1000% not saying it will. Also, I need to learn to... When I'm doing this shit, I need to learn to just sit still. I want to keep looking around to see if I see something else that, you know, it's like, oh, I could do that, but then it fucks me up. Because I end up standing where a laser is going. Alright. I just need to redo this part. Just this time, I need it to be this way. So that I have a cleaner view up there. Really connected? Good. Shut up. Alright, now. Here's the plan, right? With this connector, I will let the recording run. I will pick this up, and I will stand in front of the box. I will stand in front of this box for a short amount of time. I will then, and then while I'm standing in front of that box in the real world, or in the real timeline, I will pick this up, I will jump on said box, and I will put it on said platform. From there, my past self, as I'm running around, my past self will run over here, which should give me enough height with the connector to pick it up. My real timeline self will run around, be up there, grab the connector, connect it to this one on the ground, and the exit door, letting it open, and letting me get my brick. Now, in theory, that is all I shall need to do, because I can clearly see from up here. I should be able to very easily connect from there and to there. If I can't, well, fuck me. Anyway, record, pick this up, stand in front of box. Real me is going to be running over, picking that up, jumping on the box, putting it on the platform. Done. Alright. I'm going to give myself another 5 seconds, even though I know it's going to piss me off, but during this time I can run around and get up top, so it's not too much of a hassle. Now then, I will do this, which should give me enough height. You know what? Let me do this a different way, shall we? Okay, shall we? Let's do this, right? Let's put this here. I shall now pick this up, wait for myself to bring the block over and put it in front of me so that I can then jump up and put the thing there. And on top of this platform. And then, just because I don't trust this game, and I basically have one shot, although I guess, you know, if the thing is up there, I can always come down and just redo this part, but, you know, that should be enough time. I will now run over, jump up on the block, which should now definitely be more than enough height to pick the connector up off of this platform, connect it to the one on the ground, connect it to the wall, and that should be it. And then all I have to do is just wait. Where the hell did the platform go? Oh, it's all on the ground. Is just wait and wait and wait because, well, I mean, to be fair, after I do that, I just run over and do it, but I mean, that should be good. Now, first things first, run over here, grab box. Here, place box. Jump up. Place connector. That does not look like it's attached to that at all. I guess it is, though, because, I mean, it snapped. As long as when he moves, the connector moves. Good. Thank Christ. That honestly worried me. Now, unfortunately, because okay, good. Connect to there, and to there. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze it. And then while the connector's going, that also gives me time to run out of the place. And go fuck yourself. I did not enjoy that puzzle. Please tell me this one doesn't have playback. Oh, thank Christ. Box and laser. Box and laser is nice. Cobweb, eh? Okay, well, there's the thing. So it's got to be fucking complicated to get to it if it's... Oh my god, look at all these things. Look at all these things. Alright, so I could pop up in the sky way over there, but... You know... if I put boxes on these guys' heads, then I can put connectors on their heads as well, but I feel like that's probably not going to happen. Alright, what do we got? We got one there, we got a blue one there, we got a blue one there, that unlocks a red laser, and a blue one here. So if I put this here... Oh my lord. Wow. Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay, and what about over here? Okay, well, I mean, there's a box and a connector there, so maybe... See, how slow is this one to open? Ugh. Yeah. This should be fun. Alright, so clearly those fuckers aren't changing. At any point will these two be changing. Put you there. Seems like a good spot. God, really? The fuck just did that? I mean, it opened once. In theory, it should open again, right? Such a fucking pain in the ass. Alright, then we're free. Okay, let's just give up on you, shall we? Take this box, and we shall place you here. We shall take this connector, and we shall place you here. Now I've got a third one. And then since there doesn't really seem to be anything I can do about that prick, or about these two pricks out here, may as well just connect this. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Let's just shut you up. Okay, what about you two assholes? Do you do anything besides go... Extra height would make a difference. Go all the way both ways. What are the odds? Like, because I can use the connectors obviously just to like block these things. I mean, that's not an issue. that's easy enough to do. It's like if I do this. Right. Okay, so that gives both of them time to do that. But now, unfortunately, I'm down a connector. So yeah, I can get in here, but then obviously I need another red connector all the way over here to connect to. Wait, how tall are those? You know, it's not a lot of height, but it might be enough. Place it there. That I think is more or less where it was. It does raise it up a bit. Unfortunately, I don't know about these ones on the sides. But with it up there, these ones in the middle should be clear, and it does seem to have cleared it from there. And then this, that's going to be a rough angle, but it might work. I mean, because if the blue gate's going to stay open, this should give me enough time to get in and get it, right? Yeah, boosh, done. Alright. So yeah, then that whole fucking thing over there with jumping up and everything. Nothing? Like nothing to do with it, eh? That's very weird. Also, I feel like that, like section C there. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to make C its own video then. Because look at that. That is an insane amount of time. Alright, so that was 8. Where's... Really? I lost my pen. I brought a new paper to write shit on, and somebody took away my pen. Alright, so that was 8. Unfortunately, we have to go back to the other worlds now. Because I don't know what the other numbers were. I didn't bother to remember them. Pretty sure the first one was 6. But I'm not 100% on that. Unfortunately. Oh, God. And the only reason I even think that A was 6 was just because, like, I remember seeing it's like, oh, yeah, because we go to floor 6 after we're done things, right? That makes sense. Wish these elevators were shorter. I mean, it's not like it's hiding a loading screen, I'm sure. I'm not 100% sure, but you wouldn't think so. Especially considering they have actual loading screens in this game. Here's the gate. So world A. 6. Just like I thought, but I wasn't sure. So it's good that I checked that, and this picture was just of the tower. Because I had the tower, then the elevator, and then the last picture was was to tell you that the code was. So that's what they were for. Because yeah, like the A had a picture of the tower, B had a picture of the elevator buttons with 6 lit up, and then C was just a picture of that signboard, but it was all asterisks instead of just the code, because you can't be nice about it and just give me the code in the last picture as well, when the person has very little, if any, reason to suspect that that was a clue. I mean, we haven't really had environmental puzzles in this game. I mean, the closest thing to an environmental puzzle we've had in this game really has been a stupid Sphinx star where you had to connect a connector, or you had to use a connector to link into a receiver that didn't actually exist, which was bullshit. Alright. Okay, world B was, I guess, I'm gonna go 5. Seems like a 5. Don't know what else it would be, so. So 658 is the code, hopefully, to unlock the 6th floor of the tower, and then we just have to dick around with these Tetraminos, which, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure will be all that difficult based on what I have available to me. I mean, the fact that it's just 2 L's, 2 Z's, and a square. Alright, into the tower we go. We may actually even have to go to the 1st floor even just to find a computer to access and unlock floor 6, eh? Yeah, we can't get to floor 6 yet, but we need a computer, so.
Tracking of primary subject has ceased.
Again,
Initiate.
Yeah.
Initiate.
Yeah, you said that the last time that I came in here. Alright. God, I have fucking reset a few times. Hopefully I don't need to go through the puzzle. I shouldn't have to, right? They've been opening stuff for me. Ah, here we go. To get out of these puzzles as well. Here we are. Tower computer. Yeah. Come on, hurry up. This takes way too long as well. Device manager. Floor access control. Floor 6. Please enter code. 658. Code accepted. Fuck yeah, it is. Exit this utility. And exit computer. It's kind of annoying that you had to go all the way over there just to unlock it, but whatever. I was about to ask, I wonder what happens if like you learn the code and unlock it before you get all the gray ones, but I guess we're probably just going to come straight up to a door. And that, you know, obviously we need the gray ones too. Why are we going down? That seems like a weird thing for a higher floor button to do. Oh my god, is that a teleporter? God.
My beloved child. Few have given themselves so purely to my cause. Fewer still have learned so much of the mysteries of my garden. Therefore, you may choose to be elevated, to stand by my side and become my blessed messenger in eternity. But know that this is a sacrifice that cannot be undone.
What does that mean? That worries me a little. It's a sacrifice that cannot be undone. Does that mean that like it will like delete my save data or something? Obviously this isn't gonna work, but that obviously won't work either. A square out of there, because obviously we should be able to work it down to a square. I'm assuming that this is the last puzzle in the game. And odds are for that achievement for solve all the puzzles, this is probably the puzzles that it's tracking. If I had to guess. God, this is Alright, remember when I said I don't think that this will be a hard one based on what they give me? I take that back. There, not there, but then we end up with an L that we can't obviously fit in. This here, basically, and then put that there, then we still end up with an L that we cannot fill in. And I have a feeling that that's just going to keep repeating itself until I stop doing it. Okay, we do that. And then that. And just, you know, break the laws of reality and change what all of these blocks are. We'll be good. Wait, I think I've solved it. What I just did solved it for me, which may sound weird, but we just have to duplicate it. We just have to make the same pattern over and over again. Which will leave a square in the middle, and voila! Anything behind? No. Alright, well, we've only got one more achievement left, so I'm assuming that this is it.
It is now time to choose your
Lord.
epitaph. For your body shall be
Oh.
entombed, though you shall not die.
This will be your final resting place. Choose how you would be remembered by those who follow in your steps. The purpose of life is to serve the generations to come. I swear I won't be as obscure as the rest of them. I'm not sure this was the right idea, but here we go. Let go of your ego and you will perceive eternity. Epitaph, what? Wait a second. Every single sigil, no meaning that. Don't make my mistake, turns out epitaph means you're dead. I searched the sign to serve the glory of Elohim, this is mine. Remember, everything is merely a premise in a grand equation. I have faith in the designer. I shall be the eternal guardian of this world. Made the Hall of Fame, eat it. What a waste of time this all was. Every single sigil, no meaning that. Achievement!
It is written that there is no greater love than to lay down your life for another. But your sacrifice is greater still. For instead of resting in eternity, you have chosen to serve all the generations to come. They shall strive for greatness, and through you, they shall accomplish it. For you are no longer a child. You are my messenger.
Alright. And then we have an insanely loud waterfall. Like, good lord. Alright, so that was the base game. I'll actually let the credits roll this time, since that was actually the end of the base game. Final thoughts? It was a good game. I enjoyed it. The puzzles were good. The laser puzzle good. The only part of the puzzles I didn't really care for was the recorder. I feel like it could have been done. I don't know. Once again, I feel like it could have been done better. I couldn't begin to tell you how you could do it better. But I just feel like there was a lot of times where I was just standing around waiting just to make sure that I had enough time back in the main timeline to do the stuff I needed to do. Because it was really hard to time that, you know. I mean, I guess the only real way that it could have been better based off of that would have been if it was had a shorter time span or something. Like the parts where you needed to use it took less time to do. Because like I said, it was weird, and if you fucked up one thing, then you just had to go through it all again. But overall, I mean, there was a few puzzles that stumped me. A few that I didn't really care for, but I still wouldn't. I'd still say overall it was good. Probably like the worst puzzles were some of the star puzzles. Like the Sphinx chest one, that was bullshit. That one where you had to make a connector or something that lowered an iron gate, despite you never using a connector to lower an iron gate in the entire game, and only ever using connectors and buttons to lower the blue gate. Like, the only thing that ever lowered an iron gate in the main game was collecting the sigil at the end of a puzzle. And yet, in the middle of a puzzle, you had an iron gate that you needed to lower. That screwed me up so much because I just wasn't, like, I was trying to figure out how to do something different and just couldn't figure it out because it was asking me to do something that I had no idea to do. Same with, like, the Sphinx puzzle. It was asking me to connect to something that I couldn't see. At no other point in this game did you have to connect to something. And, like, yes, they give you the sign that tells you about the heart of the Sphinx, but, like, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do something else just to, unlock the heart or something. It made no sense. That part right at the end in the last video, I guess. No, no, it was in this video. Yeah. In the last world there, where I found that area that shot you way up into the sky and everything. What was with that? The story was pretty good. Obviously, virus locked in permafrost comes back and kills the planet. Unlikely. I mean, whatever. It's same. It's a movie plot that I've seen multiple times. Something frozen in the ice and the permafrost, and then global warming releases it, and it's still alive somehow, despite being frozen in sub-zero temperatures for millions of years. But yeah, other than that, the story was great. Some of the computer terminal entries were hit and miss. I mean, some of them were obviously just flavor, and I feel like I probably could have done without some of them, with the emails and that about, like, the teams communicating with each other. Certain ones being like, "I've only got so much time left. I'm gonna go spend it on my loved ones." Like, those were good. Those built out the world. Those fleshed out the world. But some of the other stuff, I probably could have done without. Milton was a prick. Um, but your options for answering to him, responding to him, I feel were way too limited. Like, I mean, I ranted about it more than once, so I'm not going to bother going through it again. But Milton as a whole, it wasn't well done. Your interactions with him, the whole, like, Elohim, like the god and the serpent and whatnot. That was interesting. I really enjoyed, actually, the final puzzle in the tower where you had the other guy helping you out, and you had the other guy trying to fuck you over. I mean, now obviously because it's a puzzle game, he couldn't really fuck you over. Uh, but I thought that was really cool, and it lent credence to, like, a sequel with co-op in it. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd probably give it that fucking puzzle in the star puzzle. It was in the pond with the sundial around it, where you had the fucking QR code that you had to scan in real life, which then gave you a series of numbers that you had to recognize was. You had the series of numbers, you had to recognize that it was a code, input that code into the correct decoder to get the information, and then it gave you a date and a time, and then despite you entering the code on a clock, you had to use the date and not the time. That pissed me off. Just everything about it. I didn't like that you had to do real world stuff with it. I didn't like that you used the date instead of the time on a clock. Just the entire puzzle was like, go fuck yourself. Uh, but yeah, I mean, the star puzzles, I think, are the only puzzles that I really had much of a complaint with. Because, like I said, the recorder, I feel like it could have been done better. The puzzles were fine with it. It was just one of those things where it's like, it's so easy to have a very small mistake completely fuck you up and have you redoing a big section. Well, it might not even be a big section, just like a boring section, I guess, since a lot of at least the ways I solved puzzles with the recorder ended up with me setting something up and then just having the recorder play. And in the hopes that I was giving myself enough time to do stuff, like especially that last puzzle there where I just had to let it play as I was doing. Like, could have done without that. But yeah, probably give it a good 7 out of 10. for a puzzle game. I mean, I'm looking forward to the DLC, both for story and puzzles. Hopefully, there's no more recorders, but whatever. But yeah, that'll be it for this part then. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for the DLCs. I think the Road to Gehenna